Everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Geek Takeover. I am Steven, as always. I don't want to change to Steven, but today my video that I'm bringing to you guys is talking Avengers Doomsday. Not talking about the cast, because I did that already on Nerds Lair with my boys Juan and Jay. This one is mainly talking about what the plot of Avengers Doomsday could be. Based off the cast, I think this is going to be a MCU storyline mix between Avengers vs. X-Men and the original Secret Wars comic book put together. And what I mean by that is, at least as far as the Avengers vs. X-Men front, is this is clearly going to be pitting the Earth 616, or if you ask Amanda Lani, Earth 19999, depending on who you ask. So the MCU versus the X-Men. Now, I don't know which version of the X-Men we're going to get. It could be the Fox verse. It could be the Deadpool verse. It could be the Multiverse of Madness verse. I don't know yet. I think I'm going to lean more towards the Multiverse of Madness one, but it makes sense because Patrick Stewart is in that lineup, so it might be a mix of maybe some mutants. It could also even be the mutants from the Marvels. Probably that one makes the most sense based off the post-credit scene. So that's just the rough aspect that I'm thinking, is that we're going to get Avengers vs. X-Men. I think... Oh, and as far as for the Secret Wars, the Secret Wars part of it is in the original comic book. If I remember correctly, the Beyonder or somebody, I can't remember who it was plucking heroes and villains out of their respective worlds, putting them into Battle World, and pitting them against each other. I think Doom is most likely going to be that role of plucking heroes and villains. I don't know why yet. That I have not come up with a good explanation for. But I think he's going to be the one plucking heroes and villains and pitting them against each other. And if you're getting the Multiverse of Madness verse of mutants, I don't think they're going to have any problem wanting to fight the Avengers. But that's where I think that dilemma and conflict is going to come from, is between Doom picking them all out. But speaking of Doom, where do the Fantastic Four take into play? Now, there's not a lot that we can go off of because their movie has yet to come out. And we can only assume that at the end of their movie, their world's going to be destroyed because of an incursion, because of Galactus, not sure yet. And they're going to be put into the 616 universe somehow. So I'm not sure how they're going to play it. Maybe they're trying to stop Doom. Maybe Doom's picking out the villains. Maybe they're picking out the heroes to try and come stop him. I don't know yet. And it's really frustrating because I love the Avengers vs. X-Men storyline, and I'm happy we're getting towards that. I just don't know where they fit in, and I'm excited to see what they're going to do. But speaking of Doom and using manipulation, is he using the X-Men to further some means? Is he trying to use them to weaken the Avengers, so that way it's easier for him to take over? Is he using the X-Men to fight them so he can have a bigger master plan? You know, like I said, I think we'll see RDJ's first appearance as Doom in Fantastic Four in some way, shape, or form. I think we'll get a little bit of taste of what his plan is, but there's not a lot as far as their aspect of everything goes. The interesting parts is the casting minus Doom in the Fantastic Four. Oh, and who's left to be announced? You know, they announced 27 people, and a lot of them we knew, a lot we didn't know, which was insane. But it's very interesting that they decided to announce these group of people first. Makes you ponder the question, why? Why was Chris Evans not announced? Why was Mark Ruffalo not announced? Why was none of the Young Avengers not announced? Why was Hugh Jackman not announced? Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland. Well, Tom Holland we kind of know because of Spider-Man Brand New Day, which that is also exciting. Can't wait to talk about that in a future video. But I have a couple of reasons why. I think, one, because they're starting production, this group of people is who we're going to be seeing film first, and they didn't want people to be confused, like get this and have it leaked, so they want just to jump the gun and get ahead of this. So that's what I think. I think we have CinemaCon for Marvel tomorrow for me, which is Thursday, April 3rd. For you guys, it'll already passed. I think we may get maybe one or two more announcements. I don't think so. We'll probably have to wait until Comic-Con or until they start filming more. But you know, let me know what you guys think about this. I know it's a short video, but I can't wait to talk about more about the Avengers Doomsday, Avengers versus X-Men, whatever you want to call it. Let me know what other kind of stuff you guys want to see. Coming up soon, we got Daredevil, full season recap. We got The Last of Us. We got Thunderbolt, Sinners. I'm excited for that movie. Yeah, just continue to give me support, guys. Love you guys. Feel free to comment. Anything else you want to see, give a like, give a subscribe, share with your friends. And until next time, I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye. So, that video is worthless now. I was expecting doing another video, let alone editing a video. Normally, I kind of like to keep my stuff unedited, so that way you guys get the raw videos. But I also didn't feel like deleting what I already recorded. So now I'm just kind of going to talk about the new plot details for Avengers Doomsday. Because I did the video you just watched, I believe it was done Tuesday. This past Tuesday, the 1st, April 1st. And then 2 days later, on Thursday, the 3rd, CinemaCon, Kevin Feige comes out and he says the plot for Doomsday is basically going to be the Avengers, the X-Men, and the Fantastic Four versus Doctor Doom. And my entire video just went right out the door. So, with that now being said, I think there's two possible scenarios that I can think of right now on what Doomsday is going to be. One is, I believe it's going to be more or less like how he said, the heroes versus Doom. And I think Doom is going to get his own multiversal evil band of heroes. Like, we'll get maybe Captain Hydra, we'll get Maestro, we'll get a bad Black Widow, stuff like that. That could be something I could see. Those kind of heroes versus the villains. That's one possible scenario. Maybe Doom is building a multiversal army. Another thing that I could potentially see, and this is kind of an idea that was brought up to mind by J Money over at Nerdslayer when we were doing our show talking about the cast. He was talking about how a lot of these members are kind of leading up towards the Illuminati, maybe. Which, maybe the Illuminati, it's a multiversal Illuminati. They know about Doom because of Reed, the Pedro Pascal Reed, and they're trying to band together to defeat him, to stop him from taking over the world. It's also possible maybe Doom took Galactus's powers. Maybe that's why he's such a big threat, and that is also leading to, again, Reed trying to get a band of heroes to stop Doom, because maybe he can figure out where he's going and how to stop him. And I do believe that this band of Illuminati is going to be different than what we saw in Multiverse of Madness, obviously, because they'll be much more alive. Which, speaking of which, after I do this, I'm going to touch on that Illuminati in just a second. But obviously in this universe, in this Illuminati, we'll have most likely Pedro Pascal's Reed Richards, Tenoch Huerta, I apologize if I said that wrong, but Namor. We'll have Patrick Stewart's Charles Xavier. We will probably have a version of T'Challa. I actually think it will be T'Challa, because I know there's a lot of rumors about, I think Idris Freeman donning Black Panther, because I know he was in the concept art. I believe it was Idris. Oh God, who else is on the team? We could get maybe Hulk, Bruce Banner, maybe. Magneto, possibly. I feel like there's got to be more than just one hero from our Earth. So that I don't know, I could kind of see them being a major player in this. But going back to the Illuminati for Multiverse of Madness, I really, really thought they were setting up that universe's mutants were coming back for vengeance because of what Wanda did, and it was their Wanda. So with that being said, if any of these mutants in Doomsday are from that world, are they going to hold a grudge? You know, like what? Like are we? Or I guess maybe we're just not going to touch on that. Maybe just going to pretend that it happened and it's over and done with. I don't know. That's going to be something to keep an eye on. But now this time, I feel a lot more confident with ending this video, knowing that by the time this post, there's not going to be any other Doomsday news, which I actually believe they were building sets yesterday, and they should be starting filming here in a couple weeks, I believe. I think Sebastian Stan, Chris Hemsworth were spotted in London. Danny Ramirez, I know, was spotted in London a while back. People saying Oscar Isaac canceled his Star Wars celebration. Some speculation about him being there for filming. We will see. I can't wait for this movie. It comes out next year. I've already put in my PTO to have this day off. I'm kidding. I've already bought out a whole theater. That's what I did. But yeah, we're going to have such a good year. We know we got that. And then pretty much immediately following Doomsday, we have Spider-Man. Brand new day. I'm excited for that. I can't wait to kind of talk about that once more stuff comes out about it. We got, what else? Oh, yeah, also from CinemaCon, we got, Beyond the Spider-Verse stuff, which I can't wait to talk about that on Nerds Lair, and I might make a video about it. I haven't decided yet. I'm still kind of deciding what the next video will actually be. We also have Secret Wars, obviously, and so on and so forth. So, with that being said, the official goodbye for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Basically 2 videos in one. I greatly appreciate you guys sticking around. I can't believe you did. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to hit a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe, comment, and share with your friends if you would like. Let me know what other kind of stuff you'd like to see me talk about. Coming up next week, we have Last of Us Season 2. We have Sinners. So expect stuff on that coming up soon. May do an Invincible review, even though that ended a couple weeks ago. I may, do a whole review on that. We got Daredevil Born Again. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Love y'all.